if you do have to run, ask your questions or go through your roadblocks and wins first, and then we can move on as well. But let's first just welcome you guys by saying we have 2 weeks left. Oh my God.
It's gone so quick.
Hasn't it? It has gone so quick. And I know life is busy and, you know, everyone has got like such full schedules, and especially now things seem to be amping up again. But I think for people to be able to hang in there, and like I've just gone through and calculated everybody's results from the 25th when we started to now. And already we're still seeing so much progress and quality results. So I will go through them towards the end. But yeah, I just want to say awesome job so far. And I look forward to, seeing the rest of what you guys achieve. So what I want to do to begin with is start with Janelle. Just let us know what a win was from this past week, what you felt that you did well, and then let us know what a roadblock is, or maybe something that you've learned or something you'd like to improve and really dial in and focus on for the last 2 weeks.
Probably my roadblock is I've just lost focus probably in the last maybe 10 days.
Yeah.
That's just life. Life's just having a new lifestyle is really doing that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I have found, I've been thinking about the last couple of days, is when I'm struggling to, when I'm at work, I'm struggling to actually eat. And that sounds stupid for me. Because we only get a half-hour break and that's about it. And, you know, because of my lap banding and stuff like that, I have to eat slowly. Otherwise it just doesn't go down. So I'm having maybe, I don't know, I'd be lucky if I got in 10 mouthfuls.
Yeah.
But what I am choosing to eat is not crap.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I guess that's...
So it's kind of a roadblock and a win all in one.
Yeah, and I'm not coming home and looking for chocolate.
Yeah.
Which I normally would. If I'm stressed, that's my first go-to. But yeah, so I'm not... Yeah, the real focus has gone, but I'm not making choices from the past, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome. So we're starting to see a change a little bit in habits.
Yeah, and I guess I'm also looking at it that I'm not looking at it just as an 8-week plan. I'm looking at it as a lifestyle for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and that's 100% what it is.
So I'm not panicked about it.
Awesome. That's good, because we can just continue to carry out these small shifts. And like you said, now you're making, different changes when you go out for dinner now. Like you don't have you're able to make a educated choice, or you're making small switches between what you would usually have at work to something a little bit more nutritious.
So I'm trying to work out, what I'm probably taking now. The last couple of days I've taken snacks more than actually a meal.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can come home and have your meal when you finish. Yeah,
absolutely.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you. And Nat, how are you going?
Yeah, been good. Probably a win for me is just really tried harder over the weekend to stick to my macros, and just didn't let the fact that I wasn't working and didn't have a routine sort of impact on what I was eating. So that was good. I think probably a key for me was eating breakfast in the morning, because on weekends I tend to get in the habit of not eating until 11 o'clock or something to start with, and then it just throws the rest of the day. So that was a really good win for me, was probably just having breakfast both days. Roadblock, I think I went too hard last week and I've been sore, and my knees started hurting again today, but I'm like, nope, it's okay. Like, I'll just ease back a bit, but keep with the nutrition. So I don't know. probably, yeah, mine at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. We'll come back to yours unless do you have to run?
Well, I don't have to be out there until about 6:15, so it should be fine.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Awesome. Thanks, Ains. How you going? Hey.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can. Did you want to go through what your roadblocks are, your wins, or something that you might have learned? Also, just because you're joining a little bit late, we have 2 weeks left after this.
Really?
Yep. So if you had something that you really wanted to work on in these last 2 weeks, also we're going to just have a think about that. We can come back to that towards the end. But yeah, just something to keep in the back of your mind. But talk about your wins, your roadblocks, and what you might have learned this week.
All right. A roadblock for me is still probably my arm. Still not being able to do what I normally do. So just feeling a bit, I don't know, it's just hard to get around it. I didn't realise how much it would affect. Just trying to fully recover before getting back into anything too strenuous. But a win for me is that I normally hate running, but because I haven't been able to do anything upper body, even holding a weight for lower body, I've started running. So I've gone for a run almost every day. So just so unlike me, I know.
Oh, well done.
And because I've got
maybe you can be taking Run Club again, hey?
Yeah. No, actually, I really enjoyed it, and I think because I haven't really had anything that's I've been able to get up like a real sweat or anything. It's making me more motivated when I do run to go further and push myself in like a bit. So yeah, and every time I've been beating the time from before and going further.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm actually really liking it, surprisingly.
Well done. It's just about making small adjustments, isn't it? You can still do what we want to do. We can still train. We can still get a sweat on. You just got to make mini adjustments to meet where you're at.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and another win is that I'm away this weekend, so I'm on my way now, but I can't do my weigh-in and stuff on Saturday, so I did it this morning. And after probably 2 weeks off normal training, I'm still seeing progress, and actually, I've seen a lot of results in the last couple of weeks because I've really knuckled down in my nutrition while I haven't been able to train properly. So feeling really good.
Awesome. See, there's always a positive out of every situation. I love it.
Yes.
Well done. Thank you. All right, we'll come back to the roadblock, but I think you've almost covered that one yourself as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. And also, just because you did join a little bit late, I have some results here from the last 5.5, 6 weeks. So I'll be reading out how you've been going as well. So I've done some calculations, and so I'm very excited to share these. All right, Beck, I'm going to jump on to you. So talk me through any roadblocks, any wins, and something that you might have learnt in the past week.
Well, as you know, I've been sick, so I haven't been able to do any training or anything for like 2 weeks. So that's been like a bit of a struggle, like not like having my normal routine of going and doing my 3 sessions a week. And but surprisingly, I still managed to keep my status kind of the same, if not lose a little bit on the scale. So that was good to see that I still managed to like stay consistent. Like I ate, just the same normal stuff that I'd normally be eating, but I was worried because I wasn't doing any exercise, like oh, how's this going to affect? But I still managed to stay pretty much the same, or if not lose a kilo or so. So that was good. My other real roadblock is I haven't been doing like any of the writing stuff. Like I haven't been writing down or reading. This week I haven't even read anything of the fat stuff, or like I don't know if it's because I was sick, but I just it was just totally not on the agenda to do. So I'm behind with all that kind of stuff. So
and that's okay. Like Janelle said as well, life gets a bit full sometimes and things will take a bit of a backseat. It's just our priorities can change and shift. And just if you think about, so like in life, okay, we've got our health, our fitness, our personal life, and then we've got our work life. So let's think about these three balls, right? They're just like little buoys bobbing on the water. So sometimes when your health, your fitness, in your sake, just took a bit of a decline for the past 2 weeks because you were unwell, then the other balls, so your nutrition, you were able to keep above water, and you were able to get back to work. So sometimes we can't always keep our three buoys bobbing above water, and sometimes that's okay. And guess what? You still have like 2.5 weeks to completely flip that around and really nail out this last playbook.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think you've done well. You've gotten over, you know, a bit of sickness, and you were back last night, which I think you did
I'm
awesome
really
at.
sick today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, but you did well, did very well.
Great.
All right, well, thanks guys for sharing. I love hearing all the wins. The best thing I think about from today's check-in is Nat's roadblock from last week. You overcame that and you reached your goal this week. Amy's roadblock from last week, she also overcame that and was like, well, hang on, yeah, that's right. Let's change this mindset. I can go for a run. Let's change it up. So I think from last check-in to this week, I think you guys have done incredible. And Beck, I know we kind of just chatted off on the side. It's just about, you know, taking care of yourself first so that you were able to get back to these sessions, you know. And like I said, those three bobbing little buoys, you had to get back to work first because sometimes we've got to prioritize that. So it's okay, you've done well. Now, as you guys know, we are approaching the kind of tail end of this particular round. So I wanted to first introduce to you guys what's next. So what the next sort of few months might look like, and give you the option to have a bit of a think about where you guys want to take it. So the following 2 weeks after the 21st, when this does finish, we have a 2 weeks wind down. And in the 2 weeks wind down, there's still going to be the opportunity to be in touch with myself. We're still going to open up a check-in, and we're going to talk about things that are, you know, generally kind of working or not working, or if we need to make any adjustments to macros. And then on the 5th of April, we're going to kickstart another round. There's going to be 2 options this time. One option is going to be the complete 360, which you guys have done, and you can repeat that as many times you feel you need to really feel confident to walk away and know you know what you're doing. Or you can step into the 360 elevated program, which is a little less about learning the basics and a little more about learning composition and really changing, not only looking for health or weight loss, but really dialing down on how we can change our body composition and muscle mass versus fat mass. All right, so there's just a few options just to give you guys something to think about as to where you guys would like to go following this particular round. But in saying that, now I just need to give like that little, I just want to dangle that carrot, right? So we have just 2.5 weeks left. My goodness, it's gone so quick. So I want to just remind you guys what is like on the line here. You guys, whoever, the criteria for the winner is somebody who obviously has been consistent, has tracked. So there is a number of girls here that I need measurements from. I need some kind of data in there so we can check it out. Someone who has, you know, shown up each week, and somebody who has showed that they're able to take something from the program as well. And the winner is going to be receiving the Myo Sports Pack, which includes, we have a recovery session in here, which if you check out their Instagram page, it is like you sit there in a big bed, right? See this? You sit there with your legs in a recovery pocket, and like you just get to chill, because you guys are going to be amping up to an extent your training for the last 2.5 weeks, to whatever extent you guys can. I guarantee you'll be needing this. You also get a complimentary Myo Sports consultation. So it is a full consultation, whatever issue ever comes up in the next 12 months or anything, no excuses, any niggles, we can get in and get it checked out so you guys can continue on. You also get the physio cream, which is really good for like muscle strains, things like that. Probably good for your arm ains. We've got some magnesium samples. So this is a nighttime drink. And we've also got a big spiky ball for all those recovery sessions that I know you guys do. And also there will be a voucher for you guys to order your size in a 360 hoodie coming into the cooler months. So that is the prize for the winner. All right. Now the criteria for the winner, like I said, it is someone who is obviously showing up and has like obviously the results that come out of the 8 weeks is going to be a big depending factor. Which is exactly what I'm about to go into. So the past 6.5 weeks, I do need measurements. I'm going to list them on here in case they're watching the replay. I do need something entered from Bree Meyer, Brianna King, Ali Shuri, Emily Jemison, Emily Mackey, Janelle, Lucy. I've got Caitlin Siddle, Marty, Marley Hards, and Ree Hill. And Teresa Kelly. You guys all need to get some data in if you want to be in the running for the prize. Now, the people who have had data and we've been able to go back and check it out, Amy Burke has, in the time since starting this program, has lost 1 centimetre from the waist, 3 centimetres from the hips, and a 1 centimetre from the thigh, totaling 5 centimetres loss in 6.5 weeks. So I just want you guys to take your mute button off. We're going to give a big round of applause on the count of 1, 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Yay. I think that's incredible. You've nursed an injury, and you're still going about life. You've overcome hurdles along the way and still 5 centimetres down. I think that's amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
So good. Keep up the good work, girls. You've got only 2.5 weeks left. Now, Beck, who's also on the call, we have lost a total of 2 centimetres from the waist, 2 centimetres from the hips. Also, and we're keeping those thighs nice and strong. So a total loss of 4 centimetres. Again, guys, on 1, 3, 2, 1. Yes.
Thanks.
Awesome. And hey, you've changed careers. You have been sick for 2 of those weeks and still 4 centimetres down. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been good. And I like the scales going down too. That's good.
Well done. Well
I haven't
done.
done down for a long time, so that's good.
Alrighty, and then we have Nat. So since the 25th of Jan, Nat has lost 2 centimetres from the waist, 4 centimetres from the hips, and 1 centimetre from the thigh, a total of 7 centimetres gone. Well done. So on 1, guys, 3, 2, 1.
Job, Nat.
Amazing, amazing job, guys. And you can totally tell as well. So just for your information, if you ever go into your app and your profile, you can look at your progress photos and you can put your starting photos from the start to now. So have you done that, Nat?
Yeah, it's pretty big difference. Yeah. And like
Awesome.
I can just like fit back into my clothes again, so that's good.
Yeah, that has to go down as another win, surely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of encouragement that it is working. And that little bit of effort, even if it is just 1% more effort that we can put in for the next 2.5 weeks, it's going to pay off. And remember, it doesn't have to be extreme. It's just a little bit more mindfulness. Do I really want to go back for a second serving, or does my body really need this? Should I give myself more protein rather than eating, changing what you're having? And if you ever feel like, you know, you need that extra bit of support, message me in the 360 Coaching app and we can chat through there as well. Obviously, this is like a group thing, but I want you guys to get the absolute most out of it. I want you guys to go home learning something, most importantly, and feeling like you've actually achieved some health or fitness progress. So very, very important to me to see you guys succeed. So reach out when you need as well. But I think everyone has done incredible. So before we wrap up tonight, I just want to go around and open up the conversation. Who did watch the FATS presentation and what did you get out of it?
Yeah, I've watched it. Fats is probably, something I struggle with a bit, I guess, because my fats tend to come from things that aren't probably as good for me.
Such
like,
as?
Well, I love curries and, you know, there's a lot of fat in that. So just I normally use like a coconut cream or something, but, you know, I'm just being mindful now that I'm using light cream instead and just making those little switches, which doesn't ruin the taste of the meal. So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Good switch.
Yeah. So that's probably a big thing for me. And just like even just taking account of fats like more regularly and making sure you add oil to everything and butter. I don't really use butter anymore. I sort of gave that the flick, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And that's so true. Like really, what do we need to use butter for? Unless it is,
like nothing. Yeah.
Avocado is a great switch for that. You know, it's a quality fat that we could put in.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, and how much difference does it make when we start tracking the fats and the oils we're using?
Yeah, and just like I just use the olive oil spray for most, if it's like if I need it. And it's so much better than like sort of putting in from like a bottle. But even that, it's just all fat. Like it's 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Spray oil is good because it's harder to over pour spray oil. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Good. Well, thanks for watching it and taking something from it. That's good. Anyone else?
Yeah, I watched it. I'm finding it really interesting learning about how the different fats are made up. And, you know, fats isn't just the one category sort of thing. Like you sort of, I don't know, I've always been like, oh yeah, cheese, avocados, oil, whatever, it's all just the same. But yeah, learning about the different types and that obviously fat doesn't mean like it's bad. I was thinking the other day when watching the presentation that it's interesting that like the, you know, fats as in for the macros isn't a bad thing, but we associate it with the word fat, like being called fat.
Yes.
So I've been trying to take that away from it because it's obviously something that you just unconsciously think of. But yeah, no, finding it really interesting, learning about it. And I think I always sort of not made excuses, but thought, oh, it's just so easy to go over fats. That's always going to be the hardest thing. But over the past couple of weeks, I realized how easy it is to not overdo it on fats as well. Like just do, you know, a little bit of spray oil or something, or actually measuring like 1 teaspoon of oil, not just free pouring it. Things like that. Sorry if you saw my face before too. I was shocked. We saw a car that was rolled over on the highway, on the freeway. We're like, oh my God.
Crap. Were there people there?
Sorry?
Were there people there?
Yeah, there was heaps of people there and there was a tow truck and stuff. It was on the other side of the road.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, no, yeah, everything's fine.
Well, I'm glad it's not you guys. Wow. Oh, no, thank you. That's good. And exactly that. Like there is a difference between, like it's been good for me as well to even go back and recap on all of this because it can highlight the difference of, you know, saturated fats, where they're coming from and how easily it is to consume as opposed to, you know, unsaturated fats, the mono and the polyunsaturated fats, how much better they are for us and our, insides as well. So thank you for sharing. Beck or Janelle, did you guys jump on that one at all?
No,
No.
I haven't read the story
No,
yet.
that's okay. Not yet. Not yet. So I can put like a few I've put a few graphics together for that as well, just to highlight the importance of fats and quality fats within our diet, especially being females, and why it's so important for our hormonal balance and everything as well. But last little thing as just a bit of a wrap up, a little reflection, or just open up if anyone has any questions or any reflections that they would like to share before we do pack up. No? So what are we working on for the next 2.5 weeks, guys? I'm going to give each of you an action step, and it's going to be something that we're going to follow up on every single week until the 21st. So have a think about it, guys, and just fire away. I'm going to be writing them down. All right, I'm going to call you out. Nat, what is something you want to work on?
I don't know. I think I want to hit my zeros more in the last 2 weeks.
Cool. All righty.
Kind of got too far away from this week, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Do it, Natty.
yeah.
You got it, girl. And how's that going to make you feel? What accomplishment, or how's that going to make you feel when you actually go, shit, yeah, I just got like 4 days in a row of zeros?
Yeah, like it was just, I love seeing those little zeros come up. So it's just like, sort of gives you that motivation to keep going a bit more, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All righty. I'm going to go Janelle next. What's something that you would like to dial in on for the next 2 weeks?
Am I am I not muted?
We can hear you. We got you.
I'm changing things that I can't unmute myself. To get back onto tracking consistently again.
Yep. Awesome. I'll be checking in on that. And also another thing I'd like you to do is get some kind of measurements in there if we can. That way we've got something
Have I
to...
not put any in? Because I did that the first week.
No, I can see you've entered photos from the first week, and I think
Well, I've written them
Wait.
down. So I'll see if I can put them in then.
yeah, perfect. If you need a hand, just let me know. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Beck, what are you going to work on?
Reading the playbook every day.
Love it. Have you got like a little journal or diary that you can use to keep it all in one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. And Ames, what are you going to work on?
I'm going to work on still moving my body every day and not letting the days get away from me just because I can't do upper body stuff.
Love it. Got it, girl. Awesome work, girls. All right, let's continue to work on these. I've written them down, so I'll be checking in with you guys next week to see how that's actually been going. And yeah, if we can, just for the girls who are watching this on replay, get those measurements in. If you've written them down somewhere, you can enter by going to my profile. There's a little add button, and then just go body stats. Now, if it is for an old measurement, you need to go to your calendar and then select the day before you add the body stats as well. But that is this week's checkup. Now, next week's playbook is about sleep, quality of sleep, how much you guys need, how to get it, and why it's so important for results. Not only so we don't wake up like a moody bitch, but for your results. All righty. So I hope to see you guys next week. We have just 2.5 weeks left. You've got your Myo Sports Pack and 360 hoodie on the line. So remember, guys, this is where you can add that 1%, or if you feel like you've fallen off the wagon a little bit, we're going to jump back in, put that in gear, and we're going to get going, yeah? Awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for jumping on. I'll see you next week. Enjoy your trip, Amy, and shoot me any messages if you need a question, girls.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Ash.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.